Voltas understands the Indian nerves system because, according to Indian heat conditions and other conditions, Voltas is one company which is made for India, made by India, and which knows how to work in India.
Voltas is purely Indian brand. We made the product as per the actual requirements. Our products stand for working up to 54 degrees, 55 degrees.
Hello, friends. Today we have Mr. Srinivas from Voltas India, Senior General Manager R&D. As we all know that Voltas is one of India's leading and one of the oldest domestic brand, which is part of the Tata Group. Voltas is into various industries, and consumer electronics is one of the main forte of Voltas. So, Srinivasanji, I just want to have a brief about background about Voltas India, how it started, when it started, and what made Voltas to be in India.
So Voltas is one of the oldest brand in Tata's. It started way back 1954. Even at the time, is a old there's a old Craft and Tata's together. It's made a brand where
Okay.
initially the company started in the contracting, the HVAC industry, where there is a need of power to air conditioning. So they made the first air conditioner in India. That is India's first air conditioner made with Voltas. That is one of the greatest point to start with. Then the journey started and Voltas is expanded. Voltas in many areas entered into this after that. Of course, today Voltas is number one brand in room air conditioner segment. Even there are multi brands, more than 40, 50 brands, out of them 10, 15 brands are multinationals. Still Voltas is number one. The main aim of Voltas is to give the value per product for the right price and right product to the meet the market. And Voltas is the one of the first brand to introduce, Energy Star labeling, even in the voluntary period when the Bureau of Energy Efficiency started.
Okay.
So there are many initiatives which take us that Voltas brand to the number one brand today in India.
So I think so then Voltas understands the Indian nerves system because, according to Indian heat conditions and other conditions, I won't name a brand, but in Delhi's 50-degree when it was last week, I have some very international brands air conditioner installed in my office, and they stopped working. So we called the technician. He said those are not designed for more than 44, 45 degrees. So I think so. Voltas is one company which is made for India, made by India, and which knows how to work in India.
See, Voltas is purely Indian brand. Okay. So the Voltas various products, since ages, we are in touch base Indian each and every city of each and bit of the corner of the city, the people's, the consumers' insights, what
Yes.
exactly consumer needs. That is number one.
Absolutely.
Number two is the product. We made the product as per the actual requirements. Our products stand for working up to 54 degrees, 55 degrees.
Yes. So you need to know the local conditions.
Yes.
So which I would say the international brands might be lacking. Or,
See,
or they are not prepared
I
for
can't say
harsh weather.
lacquer.
Yeah.
I'll just free conversation where I can't say they're lacquer. They entered in 20 and in 20s and they become market leaders. But we beaten them, okay, with a nice product with affordable pricing. Nice product to meet the actual requirement of the consumers. That is the point. And with a sustainable manufacturing, also the service, which is a key backbone of product, any product of air conditioning services. So we have huge network. So all put together, that strength, it become as a number one brand today. That. So I'm just telling about not only in that. Now Voltas used to be manufactured. Now we are expanding the manufacturing.
Okay.
Last year, Voltas sold 2 million room air conditioner in India itself.
2 million.
2 million.
Wow.
Out of 10 million, we sold 8 to 10 million market, where 2 million, where it is not possible that just any brand can sell. It has supported by the people, product, and the channel,
Placement. So
service, everything.
It's the 4 Ps which was
Yeah.
working for Voltas.
And
Right?
today, this year, the growth is phenomenal. Last 3 months, because of the huge intense heat, we stocked out. The manufacturing facility is running 24/7 kind of thing.
So Voltas always hopes that there should be tremendous heat in the country, correct?
See, we're not saying again, you know. See, why in last week I'm just telling why Delhi temperature gone up to 52 degrees because of the dense population. For that, that is called when the people dense population is there, all the ACs are running. The city temperature go up. If you go to outskirts, the temperature is less. For that also, Voltas given a very good solution. We have a district cooling systems.
Okay.
In Middle East, we we did the several projects which is having district cooling. What is district cooling? The air conditioning entire chiller system will be kept outside of the city,
Outside of the?
out of the city.
Oh wow.
Then the chilled water pulled in
Okay.
and it circulated to the buildings.
Okay.
So if you install the AC in the building itself, so the heat will, it will generate heat outside. The city temperature go up. So we have solutions for that also. How to make the city cooler also. Okay, given the solution, but I think the government is working on the district cooling systems going forward. I hope we can see Voltas there also.
So Voltas will have a market share in district cooling system.
Of course, of course.
And how has the home appliances industry evolved in the current phase where you see a lot of technical advancement in the country?
See, this is evolving. Actually, the consumer electronics, mainly consumer electronics products are evolving. The technology are changing. There is regulations are coming in. The regulations in 2010 onwards, there is the energy efficiency regulation, where also Voltas is number first to introduce. Just I told you that in case of air conditioning. Similarly, appliances also, all the products are energy efficient product, starting with 3-star to 5-star. We have various range of products. And earlier, till 2018 before, Voltas is an air conditioning company basically. So we make air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, air coolers, and these are the products in consumer durables. And there is a lack of basket, some of the products are lacking. So then the Voltas thought that to introduce the white goods.
Okay.
So one of the best brand in Europe, that is the top brand, that is Arcelic, the Beko brand, we brought in. And they have now put up almost 5 million capacity plant in Ahmedabad, near Ahmedabad. Now, within last 5 years, those products are made and market captured, very good
so
captured.
What sort of technical tie-up or there was Beko? What was the reason behind it?
So Beko is very strong into technology as well as product manufacturing, capabilities.
Okay.
And at a cost-effective manner. Beko is a brand where they have huge facilities across the world. Of course, in Turkey, they are the largest one. They are supplying to Europe. And the Europe is, whatever the latest technology is there Beko is there. So that is one part of it. Where other part, Voltas is very strong in the market. They have huge network across the market, more than 35,000 points. Billing
35,000 points.
More than that. I am not a right person, but I came to hear that there are more than that also.
Okay.
And each and every area of selling sector we are there. Okay. So that is the strength of Voltas and the backed up with the service.
What about the service? Okay, you have a very strong production facility. As you mentioned, roughly you have more than 35,000 points. What about the after sales for customer experience and all the things?
So without these products, for example, air conditioning products are not in a just plug-in, not a plug-in type products. We have to give a service, regular service. So without service, air conditioning product cannot able to sustain. The product needs a service. It is a cleaning of the coil and all. So we have huge network of service. Of course, our products are designed for Indian conditions. It deliver what it actually required, like higher ambient temperature, high dust conditions. And Voltas is, as a name itself, it is a building of the product with the trust, the brand with the trust. And the product is made in the robust condition where the product can able to sustain not only the environment condition, also the transport condition and service conditions. Now the service, we have various channels in service. We have almost across India, I believe more than 5,000, 6,000 service station service roads. Also, Now Voltas is having own service centers in a metro cities. That is called direct service centers,
So
which is
Voltas
which
has a
is
direct
controlled
service.
controlled
Okay.
by the Voltas
Voltas. Okay.
to ensure that the franchisees doing correctly or wrong, and we have a very robust system of management of the service. It is not that infrastructure, the management of service also very important, where our Volta staff is there to control it. We have a call center 24/7, as well as various ways to connect the consumer. We have a chatbot, WhatsApp, various methodology the customer can reach easily. It is not very hard to reach, it is very easy to reach the Volta service, even than the sales.
Okay.
That is the point what I'm trying to say.
Good. And what advancements in manufacturing facilities is helping Voltas to be one of the leaders in the country?
See, Voltas manufacturing is, we have been started with a very lean manufacturing initially, and but going forward, we are going to have a backward integrated factories, which is having in-house manufacturing of many of the components, such a way that lead time can be reduced. So we have a minimum inventory stages on a finished goods. As for the market demand, the factory will actuate and produce the product. Because if you produce the product and if you can't sell it within some period of time, you lose your investments. So our aim is to minimize the supply chain gaps. So that's how the effective product can be made, cost effective product can be made.
And what are some of the most common consumer demands or feedback shaping your production planning, or how do you launch new products?
See, we have very intense marketing team where these people continuously watch the various segment of market. For example, a south market can be much differentiated with the west market and north market.
Agree.
For example, in case of refrigerator, more than 300 SKUs, that say different colors itself. You understand? For example, a eastern customer, they like the red color,
Color.
and if you go to south side, the different colors, and there is a floral printing on the
North side
boards.
would be more subtle, like
So how to combine all this? There are many more 300, 400 SKUs. How to manufacture? So we have a very systematic online manufacturing, the demand forecasting, and the factories will run according to that. It simulate and get the materials that much quantity such a way that to feed the market. So our time to market is very efficient. That is one of the main reason to have such kind of market shares. Ultimately the marketing team should get the product in the right time and a right cost. That is what the backup teams work continuously to afford it.
And today everyone is talking about sustainability, sustainable manufacturing, sustainable products. So how is Voltas incorporating any energy efficient technologies and sustainability into products?
See, Voltas from the day one and the sustainability aspect inbuilt in organization culture. For example, if you remembered earlier, the refrigerant used, CFC12, this refrigerant R12 and all, which is highly ozone depletion gases, which can damage the ozone layer, which can be very big impact in the environment. So those kind of gases we phased out. We are the first one in India to phase out those refrigerant and bring into another refrigerant, which is a very low GWP and low, zero ODP gas. ODP means the ozone depletion, the ozone layer which protect the earth
Yes.
from the solar radiation. So that is one of the biggest.
I think so. Some country
problem.
like Australia and all, the ozone layer is completely depleted. That's the reason why people have skin problems and skin issues, other things. So I think a lot of governments, a lot of companies are already working how to save the ozone layer of.
Yeah. Not only that, ozone layer, now the global warming potential.
Yeah.
For example, any refrigerant which we use in refrigerators or thing, when it leaks, so it damages it makes the environment very hot. So what we use the refrigerants are green refrigerants, which is having a very low GWP. For example, in case of refrigerator, we use R600, which is having GWP of less than 5.
Okay.
Right, and ozone depletion is 0. Similarly, in case of air conditioner, what you use refrigerant R32, the ozone depletion rate is 0, and also the global warming potential also very lower. So as the technology changes, we adopt very fast those technologies, sustainable technologies. Also in the products, number one. Number two is the energy efficiency. For example, any product is consuming more. Of course, if the electricity is consumed means it is emitting carbon dioxide. Somewhere it is electricity production, it is emitting carbon dioxide. So we believe that energy efficiency is one of the key parameter,
Okay.
and we all the products we are making energy efficient products in a right thing, and the R&D research is happening in that area, focused area. Other than that, if you see the packing or the recyclability of the packing, those points also covered in the design aspect itself. Uh, so not only that, in case of manufacturing, for example, if I see our factories, it is basically backward integrated factories.
Okay.
So the transportation of the components to come into the factory will be minimized. That means what? That means you make a component in-house and assemble it. So you have a very limited transportation. End of the day, if you see whole cycle, the life cycle of the whole product, it will be minimized. So, and also our factory is also equipped with the solar panels. So it generate power to use in the factory, lighting or whatever. So effectively the production of any refrigerator or air conditioner, very minimal usage of grid power, means the energy from the grid, use the solar energy, minimum usage of the air and water, so that the products are made very sustainable way. So it is inculcated along supply chain of the our manufacturing. So and every year we declare what in our reports where how we are doing the sustainability aspect also.
Okay. Since childhood, we've been listening Voltas, a leading player in refrigerators, air conditioners. Over the period of time, water coolers came in the market. Voltas entered into that. Any future plans or any more products Voltas is looking to integrate into the market, launch into the market? As Gen Z is coming, the demands are changing. People are using technology these days. People are using gadgets like hearables, wearables, and other tech products. So, any idea, is Voltas planning to do something, or it's just limited to or specializing to these three sectors?
Yeah, as you said, Voltas are continuously evolving the products. Started with air conditioning, we had launched air coolers, and recently we launched water heaters.
Okay.
And of
So,
course,
water
the
heaters is a new product range.
new product already
Okay.
launched, and air purifier also there in the segment. And in case of commercial refrigeration during COVID times, there is a need of vaccine refrigeration.
Okay.
So we,
Yeah, yeah.
we
So
developed
medical.
medical refrigeration.
Okay.
We had a products in the medical refrigeration segment, that is also during COVID times it been launched. And there are certain features like UV, light in the air conditioner which can kill the bacteria. And also we launched HEPA filters in
Yeah,
air
so a lot
conditioner
of people now are
purification.
they advertising you don't need air purifiers, you need if you have HEPA
Huh.
filters. So,
So India's first
okay,
HEPA filter inbuilt in air conditioning been launched by us, and that is well populated in the market.
so if that's there, you don't need an air purifier, or you still
You
need.
know, you don't need to air purifier
Okay,
because
okay.
it is inbuilt air
So
HEPA
that will
filter.
save people's cost, but
Of,
isn't it killing your own product?
no, we taken care. That is the technology. We
Okay.
are taken care of the efficiency of the cooling, and along with the HEPA filter,
No,
such
but
a way that
if your air conditioners have HEPA filters, will your sales for air purifier go down in that case?
it may not. Some people still required an air purifiers, but of course
Yes, some places where air conditioners is not used, so air purifier will be there.
So, but naturally, the consumers want to have now. You see, if you see, the products are evolving
Yeah.
with the integrated features. Your
Yes.
mobile phone has it, everything.
Everything. It's got scanner.
Right.
It's got
So,
your calculator. You've got your
right.
phone book. So,
So,
you don't need. Okay.
so
Yeah.
there are customers who are willing to have air conditioners purified, and we have very good interface system. You can able to see that by the seeing the air conditioner itself, they can know that what is the particulate matter persist in that particular room.
Okay.
So that interfacing also there. It is very attractive.
So, is it also giving the AQI level?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes. It,
That's
it
nice.
gives the AQI level. So the point is that what I'm trying to make that those products what we are making is after seeing the consumer insights, what is the requirement, how consumers are feeling about it, what is their pain points, understanding that and coming out of the product.
So, Voltas.
So we are working
Yeah.
continuously, having 3 research centers we have, which is recognized by the DSIR, the
Okay.
Department of Science and Technology. So these research centers basically working on those products and developing those products and getting the consumer insights, converting that insight to the into the products. That is the main key of the product development. That is the key development key thing which is enable Voltas become number one
And
continuously.
where all does Voltas have its manufacturing facilities in India?
See, we have manufacturing facilities in Pantnagar. We have in Pantnagar we have room air conditioner factory as well as commercial refrigeration factory, and also we have a factory in Vagodia where we manufacture HVAC, the larger HVAC products, chillers and ducted products, and also we have made recently in Vagodia same area where we made another plant of commercial refrigeration. We expanded, and we are making under almost done now. That is a mega factory of room air conditioner. It can produce 2 million air conditioner. That is in Chennai. It's a huge factory, 150 acres. That is one of the
And
biggest factory in India.
roughly how many people is Voltas employing all across the country in terms of your production facilities, your marketing, your sales? So what is
See,
the approx workforce of Voltas in India?
approximately say 5,000 plus the direct
Okay.
employees.
Okay.
Indirect,
Yeah,
I think more.
contractual another thing. Yeah,
More indirect means our service centers, the
Yeah.
franchisees, those things. I think more than 35,000 people have been
Oh,
working with
that's a great
Voltas.
contributor to Indian economy. So it was a great and insightful session about Voltas India, how the journey started, what Voltas started producing, and how Voltas is evolving day by day, and how Voltas is adopting to market technologies like what Mr. Srinivasu told, starting with air conditioning, refrigeration, water coolers, air purifiers, and now also air conditioner with HEPA filters. That's great to know about Voltas. Thank you, Mr. Srinivasu. Thanks for your lovely time.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your understanding about this.
It's a pleasure.
And first of all, this CEW event is first time I think in India. I hope this kind of event will continue. This will enhance, it can showcase our Indian product to world. That is great opportunity for us also.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.